Well, John,
Hello, Oliver.
you're holding up there a copy of the tablet. It says "Chosen for Eternity," and it's about Sister Marie Agna de Saint. I can't pronounce the name, but she's the first time I've ever seen a Down syndrome nun.
Correct. This was an article in the Tablet magazine uh, of the 31st of October this year, 2020. And she has died, and
Oh, she died. I
she,
didn't
she
know that.
died. But I mean, there's other ones Down syndrome nuns in this monastic settlement in France. It's in the Loire Valley in a place called um, it's a place called let's see what it's called. It's called Le Bon, I think, in the Loire Valley. I know that's down as you're going towards, say, Bordeaux, but it's a good bit away. It might be in the place called the Vendée, which would be a very Catholic section of France during the French Revolution. They objected to the French, and I think 300,000 of them was killed, but they put up a fight in the Vendée. So that's where the convent is, a place called Le Blanc. But there's a good article about her, and she died, but it was nearly like as if she had lived a life that she was going straight up to heaven. And the other Down syndrome, it's kind of celebrated her death in the sense of the prayers and all the rest of it. And they do marvellous work, the Down syndromes there, the Down syndrome nuns. And it's the only one that I've come across that are nuns in France. There could be other places in the world, and I'm sure there is. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some in the US. Um, but as far as I'm concerned, it's the importance of a Down syndrome child. They're made in the image and likeness of God. They are blessed, actually nearer to heaven than nearly anyone, because they're innocent. They're not contaminated with the sort of material quest of a lot of people in this
My
world.
friend, my friend Tommy says that a Down syndrome is a child forever. That's what he says.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And families that have them and when they have other normal children speak about that they're blessed, and the children love the Down syndrome. They really do, and they can't do enough for them. So it's this goodness that brings out the goodness in people that have them. So for those children made in the image and likeness of God, unique and really saintly, they benefit the family. They really do. And to think like that in some countries, because of their killing babies with abortion, killing babies by abortion, especially Down syndrome and other ones that might have defects. As a matter of fact, there was some mothers that was told that their children had this, that, and the other, and they were born perfect. So the prognosis that was done by the medical people was wrong. And you see, the medical people that perform these abortions, it's against the Hippocratic Oath, which doctors are supposed to save life. So it's an abomination in some ways that a doctor or anyone would facilitate the killing of a child by abortion. There's the people that are support such evil call it pro-choice, as if pro-choice, like as if you choose something good. Pro-choice has a good image to it, but in this case, a bad image. They have no right to use that. I think the more correct title for people, and not to be misleading or cutting themselves, is pro-abortion. Pro-abortion. Pro-killing babies by abortion. Finish the sentence. Call it what it is. So in this country, above any country, the shame of all those that voted for the killing of babies by abortion. They would need to repent. They're in mortal danger. They're on the wide road that leads to perdition. And this life is only a flicker of a candle, no matter how long you live, compared to eternity. Eternity is forever. So you have to nourish the soil, and you won't nourish it by killing babies by abortion and making it legal. It can never be legal. It's illegal. What does that do for society? What does it do for mankind? What does it do for those lovely babies? And some of them, of course, a lot of them have been normal. It didn't suit the people for one reason or another time, their career, or their this, that or the other. I hear the word mentioned, not unwanted, something like as if like they're in grave danger, or some word, it just skips me mind, emergency, or something like as if an abortion is something that that they're not able to cope with. But if you have intercourse with people, it shouldn't be something that will come as a big surprise. That is something that happens. And so you're going to be the mother of a unique human being coming into the world. But they use titles, the media sometimes, and even Christian media, that's I don't think is appropriate. A person that's pregnant with a child, it's a blessing, the mother. That person could turn out to be a genius or a great person.
Could be a Mozart, could be a Beethoven.
Well, there could be.
Could be an Einstein.
There could be, yeah.
They could be normal, just normal like me and you.
Correct. And they could have the ups and downs, and in life then that you have a chance then of growing and maturing as you get older, you become wiser, providing that you haven't stepped too far astray. Now, unfortunately, because the people that fought for that and haven't been chastised enough for it, unfortunately their souls are at risk, and I feel sorry for them unless they repent. Now, as regards governments and media that would have assisted, that would have supported such evil, they certainly need to repent. But for to undo the harm that they have inflicted on society. Now, in the US, with the election in that country of this Democrat, Biden, it's causing grave danger to the unborn, to the babies that are going to be now in grave danger because they have an agenda that's absolutely dreadful. Now, people voted for them. According to some, there was a lot of fraud, but trying to prove fraud when the horses left the gate is not so easy, because ranks are closed, even courts and people are band together. Now, unfortunately, people voted for that, so they deserve what they get. John Malone is not going to worry himself too much about what goes on there or anywhere else. They will be dealt with, and their life on this earth will be miserable with the policies that they pursue, and there'll be nothing but catastrophe for them, whether they know it or whether they don't. The person Roe versus Wade, that was the cause of abortion being introduced, the killing of babies by abortion introduced in the US. The Roe part of that was a lady. She became a Catholic and regretted that she was an instrument for to cause this. But you won't hear about her. You just hear about Roe versus Wade. She repented and was in the public media. As a film then about her that was very successful in the US. I don't know whether it's here or not, was ever here. I didn't hear much about it. So there you are. So we're talking about Down syndrome and that lovely nun in this monastic monastery in France. What a great honour for that lovely nun, that Down syndrome angel, and all the other angels. So John Malone and what I represent would decry any potential mother doing such an evil deed, because by goodness, they'll have nightmares for the rest of their life doing such a thing. You can't do evil and get away with it, even in this life.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much, Oliver.